How do you know if a romantic relationship will last? Well, that doesn't give me a lot of details, but I actually really like the question because I think that's what everybody wants to know. You meet someone and you're all into them, the chemistry's there, and you have all these ideas about what you want the relationship to be, and you're like, oh, is it going to last? Right? Is this person the one? Is oftentimes what people are asking. And what I would encourage is that you forget about all of those ideas that have been embedded in our heads about the one, because I don't think it has to be about lasting. Because if we trust that that person that we're in a relationship with now is here for a reason, and that reason is to help us with our spiritual growth in our ascension, then it in many respects doesn't matter how long it lasts. Because chances are that if you're doing deep dive work with them, it's everlasting. So even if at some point in time you say, yeah, this relationship isn't quite what both of us need anymore, then you may be complete and you move on. And in many ways, it's still lasting, right? So we get these ideas about last, will something last? Will something be here forever? And nothing is forever except love within ourselves, and the eternity of love that we give and receive to others. So I know that you might want to say, oh, that doesn't really answer the question because I want to know, is this the person? But really dig deep in there. What are the lessons you called in for growth? And then you're going to be answering your own questions when it comes to that soul contract and whether or not it's complete. And then we can just really feel complete with that person. And it's not about a judgment of how long we dated or whether they left us or we left them, which is a whole nother topic, right? It's always also about abandonment and about someone leaving and the fears that we have around that. But I'm not picking up that that's necessarily this person's issue in the question. The show, I so appreciate all the questions that you guys submit each week. I love answering them. I love giving insights. And I do encourage you to apply for the Awaken Inner Wisdom membership. But more importantly, perhaps, is if you haven't done the State of the Heart assessment, please do. There's a link down below and it's bethbell.me. You can fill out your State of the Heart. The assessment will give you very specific results to which stage of the heart you are in. And also some tips, tools, and techniques will come your way over time in the emails. And we'll learn more about you and you'll learn more about me, and we can support one another in such a beautiful way. Now, if you're also interested in going deeper in some of the concepts that I talk about, there's great stories, transformational storytelling in Angels, Herpes, and Psychedelics. There's also the Awakening and Healing Handbook, which is filled with a plethora of different tips, tools, techniques. And there's also the Psychedelic Resource Guide. So if you know of someone who may be interested in plant-based medicines, spiritual medicines, and looking for information and insights, it's an incredible guide to help you, the Psychedelic Resource Guide. And also the Herpes Handbook. So it's obviously about herpes, but it's also about viruses of the mind. So I would highly encourage you, if you know someone or maybe you meet someone, I know that handbook will give you lots of information that will be very helpful in navigating how to open up difficult conversations around lots of mind viruses, not just herpes. So please don't hesitate to go check that out on bethbell.me. All right. I so appreciate you. Please put comments in the, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And if you want something a little more private, you can go to bethbell.me/question and enter your question there. All right. Until next week, Sundays, 11:11, I'm wishing you much bliss and love on the journey. Namaste.